First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No! No! Check! Hurt! Hurt! Panther Street! Panther Street! Go!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
19 Lions! 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Now Gino on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Ready, ready.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shot, 17. Blue striker.
Following the interception, Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On the double.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Love. He's got this to Williams, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's good.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, Love to pass. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll take this to the 46. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Club 10. Green Jack. 43 rail. Ready?
They run out of the gun with Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
That's straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Black Ultra. Hey, Drew.
On 1st and 10, Love. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Smith red.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Okay.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Opposite. Green. Six. Mega. Ready.
Now Love. Flushed out right. Complete. This is Mitchell.
That's another.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
No score
That's
after
the end of
one
the first
on EA
quarter
Sports.
with no score.
Ready. Needle blue. Cut.
Again, it's Love. Open man right side is St. Brown.
Loves
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Striker. 3-3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Seahawks nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your...
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 77 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Chop alert. Check.
Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
2nd down and goal. Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
16, Tyler Lockett.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Kick is good.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Set. Drill, 52. Red, cycle. Striker, striker. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's good.
Here we go,
for
set.
the Lions. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fight, 97. Switch, yellow. Set, cut.
On first and 10, it's Swift. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
38. Yellow. Rail, yellow.
Love looking to throw it. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Amon-Ra St. Brown set a Lions rookie record with 912 receiving yards, and over 60% of those came in the final 6 games of the season. He got better and better as the campaign rolled on. And when they went to him like he was their top receiver, he produced like it as well. And he certainly earned that spot here in his 2nd year, and he gets a first down for Detroit.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On play action, Love to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black swap. Blaster, 6. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go now.
2nd and 11.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. Flush to his right, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Love now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Williams, a man in motion right. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
22 needle. Drill green.
Going back to Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ultra.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Makes the score Lions 14, Seahawks 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot here before break. Smith. He completes this to Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
To kick off for Seattle.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
52 blaster, claws red.
Love now to pass on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Love. That pass caught. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
White.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. And this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Hey, check mega.
On 3rd down, Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Smith. This is the tight end fan. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Come on.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. Trap 50.
Geno now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Geno. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, It's way too many, and that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on second down. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Steal, check, steal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7.
Here we go.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Black Ultra.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this is caught by Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Ready?
3rd and long for Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw, Smith. And Walker has it. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back at the 41-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. In motion left comes Williams. On 2nd and 10, Love. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Drill 52. Go red. Ready.
Here's Love. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Love now. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. First down, Love to pass. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Red, cycle.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Yellow.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And this one too low.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Let's go now.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On first down, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 10.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Oh, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Romeo Doubs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Glove. Completes it again to Doubs. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Love looking to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try to turn things around.